One of my favorite scenes in Batman v Superman was the Nightmare scene. Holy crap, bro. The Nightmare scene is so visually striking. The score is haunting as fuck. It sounds it has that operatic like horror movie score. You're just like, what is going on? And that's perfect for Darkseid. When you see the Omega symbol, you're just like, oh my god, like Darkseid is here, bro. And it's like, I mean, that scene has like caused so many fan theories that you're just like, what is going on? What is happening? Why is Superman evil? What happened? What happened? What happened? And of course, like we all know the story of how, apparently, Darkseid boom tubes into the Batcave to kill Lois Lane, and Superman succumbs to the anti-life equation and starts like working for Darkseid, like partially like brainwashed and stuff. And just like the backstory, which I hope we get to see in this cut. I hope we get to see it. I think we will, hopefully. But yeah, I mean that all sounds amazing, and there's so many fan theories. Like, oh man, like what's going on? Like is Joker in this universe? Is Deathstroke in his universe? Like, where's everybody else? Apparently, the Justice League is dead, and it's only Batman, Flash, and Cyborg, and everybody else is like done. It's dead. It's like the Justice League Dark Apocalypse. It's only Batman, of course, because Batman always survives this shit. But yeah, I wanted to give like my theory on what, because we're gonna see more Nightmare or scenes in Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I want to give my 2 cents about like possibly like what's going on and stuff like that. Number one, I think this version, because obviously Batman dies because he gets captured and Superman kills him. So I think this alternate timeline or future or whatever is already altered. Like this timeline doesn't exist anymore because Flash, remember in Batman vs Superman, he goes back in time to warn Bruce Wayne about the possible future, about him, like, warning him like Lois Lane is the key and stuff like that. So when Flash went back in time, I think this timeline that we saw in Batman vs Superman is not going to happen. It's going to happen way differently this time around. So I mean that's a theory I've heard. That's the theory I'm going with. And of course, and then one other theory I have is like, maybe is Joker still alive? Because the Batman has the Joker card on his gun. Like, why would he have a Joker card on his gun? And obviously, he had the trench coat, which I thought was like in honor of Jim Gordon. Apparently, Zack Snyder just confirmed like he probably took it off some dead guy. So I'm like, all right, well, well, that's not the case anymore. But it would be so cool, like if Joker is still alive and Deathstroke is still alive in this universe, or in this Nightmare timeline. That would be fucking dope if we see Deathstroke and Batman working together. Again, that would be crazy. That would be insane. That would be crazy. Because if we're gonna get more Nightmare scenes in Zack Snyder's Justice League, then obviously we're gonna see like the beginning of it, I would assume, right? Because like I said, we all know Batman dies in this timeline, in this Nightmare scene. So I'm guessing this is gonna be like the origin of what happened, like what led to it, or at least get before everything goes down, we get to see like how this all happened. Like that would be amazing. That would be so cool to see. And then of course like the Nightmare look is so fucking badass, and I love the way that's still mystery. So I'm thinking like, okay, Deathstroke is alive and Joker's still alive. Well, my theory is that Joker, prior to all this, Joker, Deathstroke, Batman were all working together to stop Darkseid, because obviously he killed every one of the members except for Flash and Cyborg. And apparently, and I don't know if that's the thing. I don't know if Flash or Cyborg dies. Like, I don't know. Like, oh, there's like so many theories. It's like I have so many questions. I have so many questions to this, because again, like, if I'm going by my theory that this timeline no longer exists, like, are we gonna see a new Nightmare timeline? Because like I said, once Flash went to Bruce Wayne's Batcave, that he altered the timeline already. Like he already altered it because because he was too soon, and he warns and he tells Bruce to find us, find the Justice League. So obviously that's like okay. So I don't know if that's so a new timeline would automatically be set. So if we're gonna get new Nightmare scenes in Zack Snyder's Justice League, are we gonna see what we saw in Batman vs Superman just earlier, or is this a new Nightmare timeline that we're gonna see, or alternate or this is gonna be a distant future? Like that like I have so many questions because I don't know if this is the distant future, like this is set, or this is just an alternate timeline because of Flash's undoing when he goes to try to save his mom and fucks up everything. I don't know. I don't know. There's like so many questions that we still need answers to, and we're gonna get into Zack Snyder's Justice League. So that's the thing. Like, and since I don't, I'm tongue tied here because I don't know. Okay, so apparently, I'm assuming that this is the Nightmare scene that we saw in Batman vs Superman just extended. Okay, if we're going by that, then or if we're gonna see like the beginnings of that, then we have to see what happened to Superman. We have to see what happened to the Justice League. We have to see the obviously we're gonna get a scene between Cyborg and Batman of Flash telling well, obviously we're gonna have to see a scene where either Batman like tells Flash like, look, I need you to go back in time, warn me, so we don't have to go through this shit again. And Flash is like, okay, I'll go back in time, and that's why we saw him in Batman vs Superman where he was too soon. So he fucked up then. So obviously we're gonna get scenes before that, and we're gonna get the full context of the Nightmare scene, which is what I'm hoping to see. I'm hoping to see like what led to this, like the beginnings of the Nightmare scene. Or we're gonna get a new, or we're gonna get something completely different, which I don't think we're gonna get. I think this is the origin of the Nightmare. So we're gonna see what happened to Superman, why he succumbed to Darkseid and stuff like that, and what led to all this and how they lost. And I think this is gonna be like, I think we're gonna see how the Justice League lost in this timeline, and get the full context and stuff. Because I know it involves Flash. I know it involves everything. It involves everything. So I'm thinking we're gonna see like the full context of this. Because obviously we're gonna see Zack Snyder confirm that that Superman is under Darkseid's control with the anti-life equation. So we're gonna see Superman just basically destroying the earth, just working for Darkseid, wrecking shop, killing everyone, and that's what leads to the Nightmare scene that we saw in Batman vs Superman. I think the Nightmare scene is gonna be a whole movie on itself. I could be wrong, but not a whole movie, but you know what I mean. Its own little section of what led to the Nightmare scene that we saw in Batman vs Superman, and it's gonna give full context to that Nightmare storyline or alternate timeline or future or whatever you want to call it, because so many people were confused about the Nightmare scene. Like, what the fuck is going on? Is is that an Omega symbol? Why is Superman evil? Stuff like that. So I think the Nightmare scene in Justice League is gonna have its own little mini movie of what led to that, like why there's a Nightmare scene, why Superman's evil, why the Justice League is dead, and why Batman is in full camo, the Earth is destroyed, the Omega symbol on the ground. I think we're gonna get full context to the Nightmare scene, like its own little mini movie, its own little origin story of how that happened, and it's gonna be fucking glorious. It's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be glorious because I know Zack Snyder confirmed that Cyborg, when he jacks into the mother box, he gets like a glimpse of the Nightmare future or timeline or whatever, and he sees evil Superman wrecking shop, working for Darkseid under the anti-life equation, and that's what leads to, like, you know, the formation or you know, yeah, basically the formation and leading up to resurrecting Superman and all that stuff. So I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. And I think we're gonna get little Easter eggs in Nightmare sequence too. I think we're gonna get reference to maybe Carrie Kelly, because you saw that girl in the Batman Superman Nightmare sequence, the female soldier on the bus. I think that's Carrie Kelly, and I think we're gonna see her getting recruited by Ben Affleck and Batman, stuff like that. Again, I don't know if this is all true. I'm just speculating. I'm just speculating. This is what I'm hoping is true, like my theories and stuff like that. So, and I think we're gonna see what happened with Joker. We're gonna see what happened with the Justice League. We're gonna see maybe possibly Deathstroke, Batman and Deathstroke working together. Maybe possibly. Again, I think the Nightmare sequence, since it's gonna be extended, we're gonna see what happened, because we have to, like what we saw in Empire Superman was a tease. It was a setup, and I think we're gonna get the full context in Zack Snyder's Justice League of, and it reminds me of like the what happened in the Superman animated series when Superman was brainwashed and working for Darkseid, and he was like going around planet to planet destroying planets and working for Darkseid. That's gonna happen in Zack Snyder's Justice League. We're gonna see him under the anti-life equation and just going full crazy, destroying the city Metropolis and being under Darkseid rule, and that's what leads to the Nightmare sequence. We're gonna get the full context of that, and that's gonna be so awesome. That's gonna be so epic, and it's gonna really like leave people like, oh, that's what, oh, that was, oh, that's why we saw that in BVS. So there you go. That's my theory. Hit like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm out of my mind or if you agree with me. Hit like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. And yeah, get ready, baby. The Nightmare sequence. Oh, cannot wait for this shit.